Okay, I don't have a lot of time to record this video because I'm kind of, long story short, I'm kind of doing, I'm in the middle of school. Not, that's not important. Anyway, I wanted to do kind of a retrospective video on Critters Bash. If you don't know what Critters Bash is, it was years ago, I got the idea to make a Five Nights at Freddy's type game based on a bunch of cute Critters characters. And it was actually never finished. It was a scratch game. It had, uh, what was it, 70 characters? Yeah, I added the last 10 as kind of a, hey, guess what, it's getting harder. But I never finished that. I only got up to, I think, Guzzardo. And this is the reason why I never finished it. If you go into one character, it has minimum and maximum times for every possible increment you could put the character on. And that's not just for little, that's for every character. Every character has an APR value, which means appear, a difficulty, a maximum. It's just ridiculous. If I were to remake it, I wouldn't make it like this. And I have considered remaking it. I'll change this to uh, see if I can change this to the window I'm trying to get to. Um, yeah, this one. That's, why isn't it showing up? Oh, it's gonna do that. I guess I could just go to the display. Um, so anyway, I wrote, oh, like a week or so back, I wrote this, um, basically shortcut library for Pygame, which lets you create a sprite with a specific animation and speed, then create an object, and you could have certain objects inherit from this object, which is what I did with an example that I don't know where it is, but and then this is another library I'm making, which draws text, makes fonts with a single function, detects key presses. And if I were to make Critters Bash, remake it in Python, which is kind of a problem because I can't seem to get PyInstaller to work. I can't seem to get Py to win or whatever it's called to work. But if I were to do that, I would use these things. And here's some examples I was running to make sure it works. Anyway, back to Critters Bash. I only have 9 minutes to do this. Now you're probably wondering, actually no, you're not wondering because I haven't announced it yet. I have a lot of words to say about YouTube and their policies later, but that's a video for later. So anyways, you have so like the just with characters, and I had characters planned. Anyone was going to beat this. Like you have to click on Water Peanut, you have to make sure Guzzardo doesn't disappear, you have to click on Thief to cancel this, you have to get enough coins for Cutie and press Y, baby, and it's just impossible, even with this. Oh, and then you have to make sure this doesn't turn red. Fuchsia, Bice, you have to hover over him when it's 14. Or you could set random, which might be possible. Probably. Probably get a better time than I did with this setup. Okay, everything looks fine. Cutie needs coins. Uh, yeah, that was definitely a better time, but I I don't know if I'd ever remake Baby Cutie's birthday. Maybe that's for a future thing. Here's all the mechanics. If I ever do recreate it, it's not gonna include a lot of these characters. Edge Baby's not gonna be there. I don't want to Nose not gonna be there. I might fit my tortoise in there. Ran maybe as a joke character. But there's a lot of iterations of Cutie in here. Uma will definitely be in it if I do remake it. It's me. I have that there somewhere. Might try to implement that if I do. This is all hypothetical, by the way. It's annoying. Uh, the stock arrow from Hurricane Hustle, the original. Yeah, I remade Hurricane Hustle, and it was a lot better than the original. I feel like I could redraw all these things, put them all together in a game, and actually implement like 50 characters and have them all be able to set to different values and create something that might as well be impossible. By the way, this character, oh, that's not gonna work. This character ATG ATJ KX MXUATJ, I think that's a cipher for Ragged Soul, which is a character that I've talked about. But I'll talk about Cutie and what I'm planning to do with Cutie's story later. Um, and there's Cutie Jr. And that's all I have to say. Critters Bash was an interesting game that I never finished. And I'm never finishing this because it's just ridiculous. Like this is there's no like functional programming at all here.